Hi friends, welcome back to my channel and to my second video. I'm super excited for today. Literally nobody asked for this. I just kind of wanted to do it. If you are in the music world or pay attention to that kind of stuff, Miss Taylor Swift won Album of the Year for the fourth time last night at the Grammys or Midnights. She is now the record holder for the most albums of the year, which is absolutely incredible. So well deserved. I really think she is the greatest artist right now and of our generation, and she might be the greatest artist of all time. Argue with the wall if you don't agree with that. I don't care. I love her music. So in honor of her winning Album of the Year for the fourth time last night, I am going to be going through my Taylor Swift record collection. As you can see, this whole cube right here is full of them, and I thought it would just be a fun thing to do. So let's get into that. First up, we have Debut. This is just the standard black pressing, nothing special. I so wish that I could get the record store day version of this. It's such a pretty blue, but yeah, I just have the standard black. Next up, we have Fearless. This is Fearless Platinum Edition from the stolen version. It is just standard black, and then I have Fearless Taylor's version. I have two different ones of this. This is the Target red pressing, which is actually really pretty ugly. But for collecting, I went ahead and got it. And then also Taylor's version, I have the standard gold. I got this from her website when she first announced the album, so I've had this one for quite a while. Out of the two colors that I have, 100% my favorite. Moving into Speak Now, I have the standard black of the stolen version. That's the only one I have. There is also a record store day pressing of this. It's like a smoky gray. I would also love to have that one day, but I am not paying those resale prices. So for now, standard black will work. Moving into Speak Now, Taylor's version, I have all three variants that they pressed for this one. This lightest one is actually the lilac variant, and it's the Target exclusive. The second one that I have is the Orchid version. This one was on her website, and it's a little bit darker than the lilac, and it's a little bit lighter than the violet, the third one. And this is the third one. This is the violet pressing. It's super dark. So if we pull it out and hold it up to the light, you can kind of see it's like a super dark, pretty gorgeous purple color, which I think fits the album cover very, very well. And I think it might be my favorite one for this album. Now moving on to Red, the original stolen version, I have this one just in standard black. I know there's also additional pressings of these, but again, super expensive because of resellers, and I ain't paying those prices. And then we have Red Taylor's version. I have two of them. I have just the standard black, which can be found, I think it's like the main copy on her website when they restock it, or most record stores will have the standard black. I also have the red version. This is the Target exclusive, which personally I like this one better because the album is titled Red. I will say I think the only thing that I wish was a little bit different about the red color was if it was more of like this burnt red that's like the color scheme of the actual cover of the album. Like this red here in the truck is a little bit darker than just this bright red, but I like that they actually went with red because it fits this album versus the red pressings of some of these other ones. Now getting into 1989, which is definitely up there for my top Taylor Swift albums. This is the original. This is the US version, standard black. You know it's the US edition of the album because it says TS. The European version will say Taylor Swift spelled out. So this is the US standard black of the original stolen version. Then we have the 1989 Taylor's version, and I bought every single variant, so there is quite a few. So let's go through them. This is the standard cover, but it's the tangerine pressing from Target. Super pretty. I will say I love the whole color palette for all of these albums. They're so pastel, and I think they fit the beachy vibe of the album perfectly. So this is the Target tangerine version. This is the standard cover, the standard version, Crystal Skies Blue, which I think is my favorite color because it matches the cover album so well. This one is just so gorgeous, so pretty. I love it. Then we have one of the alternate covers and the Sunrise Boulevard yellow color. I will say, as far as alternate covers, this one is my favorite. I think this yellow is also super pretty, matches the cover extremely well. So aside from the normal variant of the Crystal Skies Blue, this Sunrise Boulevard Yellow is top notch. So pretty. Next up, we have the Rose Garden Pink edition with its own alternate cover. I do like this one. It's just not my favorite. I think the cover is still really pretty, but it's just a little bit boring compared to the other versions. So that's the Rose Garden Pink. And the last one for 1989 Taylor's version is the Aquamarine Green. I really like this color of the vinyl, but this is my least favorite cover. I don't like this. Something about it just does not sit right with me. I don't think it's cute, but I do like that it matches the actual color of the vinyl. So that's 1989 Taylor's version. Next, we have one of my all-time favorite albums, not even just by Taylor, but like of all time. It is Reputation. It is these gorgeous picture discs. You've probably seen everybody else talk about them. She is on every single side. It is just probably one of the best records to have. You've got the album cover on this side, and you've got side C with her side profile, which hands down is the best side of one of these discs. This picture is just literally everything. Side D is again her, also a really good picture. So that's Reputation. I so wish that I could get the orange FYE pressing, but again, so much money that I'm just not willing to spend on a record. Maybe one day I'll be able to have it in my collection. Until then, I've got this one, and I am still, fingers crossed, hoping, waiting, praying for Reputation Taylor's version. Thought we were getting it last night, and she dropped a new album on us. 100% not complaining, but girl, I am ready for Miss Reputation TV. Moving into the next album, Lover. Love this album. This is just the normal standard where it's got pink as one disc and blue as the other. I love that they went this way. It fits it so well. I'm so glad that they put that extra effort into just making them two different colors. And I did see that recently they pressed it on black vinyl. If I can find that, I'm obviously gonna get it just to have, you know, collection purposes, to have it in my collection, but it's not on the top of my list right now. Also with Lover, I do have Lover Live from Paris. I was lucky enough and snagged this when it released on her website for Valentine's Day. So I paid retail price, and I know that they quickly sold out, and they resale for so much money right now, as essentially all of her albums do that are hard to come by. So I am so thankful, so grateful that I bought it as soon as I could when it went live on her website. It's these gorgeous, stunning heart-shaped discs. One is pink. It's both sides of that one. The second one is this very pretty blue color, again going along with the main Lover colors of pink and blue. I love that they carried it into these heart ones for Live from Paris as well. So that's side C. Side D, my picture is printed upside down, which is completely fine. I know they can't really control that when they're printing them. I'm just super thankful and grateful to have this as part of my collection, and that I got it for retail. I love this live version of the album. Now I do also have one of the Me 7 inches. This is the only one that I have, and it was because I got it for a really good price resale. I think I paid like 30 bucks. And usually these ones will go for a lot more. So super happy that I could snag this. It's also just black color. They don't come in any fun colors, but yeah, it's got the one with Brendan Urie on it. Next up is Folklore. This is just the standard beige in the trees. I got this one as soon as she announced the album and put this on her website. And I so wish at the time that I had the money to afford all of the rest of the colors, because now I really regret not having them, because again, great, that one's gonna go too. We'll just set it down. All of them retail for so much money, and I just don't want to pay over $100 for each one. When they restocked them for Black Friday, I almost got one of them, and then they canceled my order because they apparently didn't even have it in stock. So that was pretty upsetting. But for now, I have the normal beige. I also have, this is the Meet Me Behind the Mall cover, but it's the Target red. Like, it does not go together. It's really ugly, does not go with this album at all. Nothing about Folklore is this red, but again, for collecting purposes, I got it just to have in my collection. And then one of my all-time favorite pressings and recordings and versions, whatever, is the Long Pond studio sessions of Folklore from Record Store Day. I've seen some people complain about the gray of this, but I really like it. I think it fits the vibe. I think it fits this cover of this recording so well. If it's a rainy day here, this is the one that I'm putting on and listening to, and I think the gray with that fits so well. This was the very last copy that my record store had in stock on record store day. We got there pretty early and they were still wiped out by the time we got there. They had to dig this one in the back. It has a little bit of dings in the corners, but I'm not complaining about that. I'm glad to have this one. And next up is Evermore. This is where my collection is actually lacking. I know there's only a couple pressings of this. I have the Target Red. I got this as a Christmas gift a few years ago and they got me the Target pressing. So I'm really thankful to have it. I just wish I could get the green one. Every time I'm in my local record store, they don't have it, unfortunately, so I'm waiting for them to get it. I really don't want to order it from the website when they restock it there, so I'm hoping I can just get it in person somewhere. But until then, I got the red one. And last but not least, Miss New Album of the Year, Grammys 2024, we have Midnights. This is the standard album cover with the moonstone blue. I did get the signed one of this. It's just in the frame out by my record player. Then we have the two Target versions. This is actually the first one that was released, the lavender pressing. It was already really pretty, and then something in the printing process or pressing process, I guess it is with vinyls, made in France, came out to be this much lighter or brighter, more colorful lavender color. I got this before they made it an official pressing from Target. I had seen going around that, you know, the made in France one was different, so I went and got it because it was so pretty, and then they announced it as an official pressing. Then for Midnights, we have the Mahogany, which is also very pretty. It is this gorgeous, almost like a yellowy brown color. You can see right through it. It's super translucent, really pretty. I love the marbling in it. I think it's really cool. And then the next variant is the Blood Moon, comes with its own album, alternative cover. This one is also really pretty. I think everything they chose for this album, vinyl pressing wise, is perfect. It's this super bloody orange color, also super translucent. I think it fits this album alternate cover very well. And finally, we have the Jade Green, which I know is a lot of people's favorites. It's definitely up there for my favorites too. It is jade green in color, also pretty translucent. If I can get it out of here, it's got its own little marbling in it. I think it fits this alternate cover just as well too. So that is my Taylor Swift vinyl collection. Leave a comment down below letting me know what else you want to see, whether that's record content, book content, vlogs. I'm open to all ideas and suggestions. But until then, make sure to like this video and subscribe because it really helps the channel out. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.